Hi there, it's Jen from modernmedicinelady.com and the Empathic Woman System, and the word of the day is undermine. So I had an amazing conversation with somebody earlier about how sometimes we can have a desire or a goal and we can really think that we want it. But then at the same time, there's a part of us that is concerned about achieving it, that's afraid that if we get it, we're going to get really overwhelmed, that it's going to be more than we can handle. And particularly when we're not 100% conscious of this part of us, we can end up subconsciously undermining our success and trying to block us from reaching more success than we think we can handle. And so as we were talking, I was thinking about another conversation that I had had a number of years ago with somebody who's in a service profession and who's also highly sensitive and empathic. And we were talking about how what they had found was that there is a certain number of people that they could work with on a weekly basis before they would burn out, before they would just feel completely overwhelmed. Because as a sensitive person, they were tending to pick up all of the energy that was coming from the people around them. And a lot of times it was taking them a lot of time to decompress and actually release the stuff that they had absorbed after working with other people. And so I was listening to them and I was like, well, it would make total sense why you would not have more clients at this point in time, considering that you're already maxing out on an energetic level. Like, why would you want to bring in more clients if you're already exhausted with the number that you have? And they could see that this made a lot of sense in relation to what was going on. Now, the thing is that when we start to become conscious of this, when we start to recognize that maybe there's something in the system that's not quite working, maybe we are not filtering things out enough, maybe we don't have our shields and filters in place enough to keep ourselves protected, and that's why we're going to do something in a different way. That's why we're going to basically block our success or block our client flow if we don't have the spoons, if we don't have the room, if we don't have the resources to handle any more than we've already got. Now, being conscious of this allows us to think about what's going to work best for us. What do we really want? Do we want to set a limit on the number of people that we work with? Do we want to look at how do we increase our filters and shields? Do we want to really think about how can we work with releasing the stuff that we're taking on, and maybe even really start to question how are we taking on other people's stuff, and do we need to be taking on other people's stuff? Because as highly sensitive and empathic people, we're naturally inclined to absorb energy. We're naturally inclined to take stuff on. But what I can tell you is that we can learn how to do things differently. We can learn how to filter things, we can learn how to shield things, and we can learn how to act as a channel or a vessel that energy flows through without just constantly finding ourselves absorbing everything and walking out of every single session feeling totally exhausted. But that's about consciousness. That's about being aware and recognizing what our needs are instead of subconsciously undermining things so that we're keeping ourselves safe, but from in a subconscious way. So my question to you right now is there anything in your life where you are noticing that what you're saying you want and what you are actually accomplishing or achieving are completely out of sync with each other? That maybe you're saying you want total success, or that you want, you really want to make it big in a certain area, and then for whatever reason, you're noticing that maybe you're lacking motivation, maybe you're procrastinating, maybe you're just not making the phone calls that need to be made, but for whatever reason, things are just not happening. And what if there was a part of you that was benefiting from this not happening? What if there was a part of you that was actually staying safe by staying where you're at? And what if there is a part of you that's actually maybe unconsciously or subconsciously undermining things in order to keep you where you are, to make this manageable and to stay there, to keep from getting overwhelmed? So I would love to hear what you have to say about all of this. Please leave a comment below. And until next word of the day, I am wishing you peace. I am wishing you ease. And I am wishing you the capacity to see what your needs are so that it is not the subconscious that is trying to get them met. So in the meantime, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jennifer Moore, Modern Medicine Lady, and I will be eternally grateful for your help to get this video out into the world. Please like it, please share it, and please pass it along to other people who would find it useful. Thank you so much, and until tomorrow, peace.